The main goal of implementing Bhutan Baccalaureate is to develop a just and harmonious society. It also bases on the Guru Rinpoche's philosophy. To begin with, we have Yeshe user, the physical coordinator. I have this question for you. As a physical coordinator, can you share your views on what physical development actually is?
Firstly, thank you for the question and the golden opportunity. Physical development encompasses the growth and changes that occur in an individual's body and its systems over time. It encompasses the development of gross motor skills, fine motor skills, and overall physical health. So gross motor skills involve the movement and coordination of larger muscle groups such as our calves, our biceps, and our triceps, whereas fine motor skills involve the movement of smaller muscle groups such as our hands, our fingers, and our toes.
Thank you, sir, for your insight. Now, let's move on to the cerebral coordinator. As a cerebral coordinator, can you share your views or opinions on cerebral area of development?
Thank you for the question, moderator. Cerebral development is the growth and maturing of the brain, and cerebral development is a natural process which begins right at the conception. Its influence is hereditary. Further, it is also largely influenced by experiences and environmental factors to which an individual is exposed over the time. Such experiences define the level and kind of skills they acquire through the learning environment. So therefore, providing and enabling a learning environment that nurtures the natural process of cerebral development is very critical. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your opinion. Now let's move on to the next area of development. It's to the social area coordinator. What is your perspective or overall view on social area of development?
Well, thank you for the question. So, social area of development, in my opinion, refers to the process through which individuals learn to interact with each other, form a relationship, develop social skills and competencies. This development is influenced by a variety of factors, including culture, peers, education, and family.
Well, thank you, ma'am, for your perspective. Now, let's jump to the next question. It is to the emotional area coordinator. As an emotional area coordinator, can you share your views on what emotional area of development is and how you assess them?
Thank you very much for the question. So, emotional area of development is a gradual, integrated process through which a person can acquire the capacity to understand, experience, recognize, express, and manage emotions to develop lasting and meaningful relationships with people around them. Emotional development is a very important aspect in an individual's growth since it influences self-confidence, empathy, and a sense of value to people around them.
Thank you, ma'am, for your opinion on emotional area of development. Now, to move on to the next question, it is to the spiritual coordinator. Being a spiritual coordinator, would you mind sharing your understanding or perspective on what spiritual area of development is?
Firstly, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude for the moderator here for asking such a wonderful question. Being enrolled as one of the BB schools in Bhutan, I got to learn a lot about different areas of development, particularly with the development of spiritual area. And from my very own understanding, the spiritual area of development, it refers to the growth and deepening of an individual's spiritual beliefs. It involves exploring one's purpose and meaning in life, that is connecting with something greater than oneself and developing a sense of inner peace, compassion, and mindfulness.
Thank you for enlightening us on spiritual area of development. I have another question for you. People still cannot draw a clear line between what spirituality and religion is. So can you share some differences among the two so that people will not mistake?
As mentioned by the moderator here, there is a misunderstanding of differences between the spirituality and religion in our society. And here I stand with the understanding of the differences between spirituality and religion. Spirituality is a personal and individual search for meaning, purpose, and connection to something greater than oneself, where it involves developing a sense of inner peace, harmony, and well-being. Spirituality can be pursued through a variety of practices such as meditation, yoga, or nature walks, whereas the religion is usually associated with a specific institution or organization and may have a hierarchy of leaders and a formalized structure. A religion is a set of organized beliefs, practices, and rituals that is being shared by a group of people in a society.
Thank you for the clarification. To move on to the next question, it is for the emotional area coordinator. Emotional intelligence is one of the most important traits that humans need to navigate through this 21st century. Can you please share your views?
Thank you for the question. Emotional intelligence, or EI, is the ability to monitor, understand, identify, and manage your emotions, and as well as the people around you. People with low EI don't understand what their feelings are and how to cooperate with it. However, people with higher EI understand what they're feeling, so it leads to more successful in both professional and personal endeavors.
Thank you, ma'am, for highlighting on the importance of emotional intelligence. To continue, the next question is for the physical area coordinator. Can you share the conceptual framework for physical area of development?
The conceptual framework for physical development is comprised into three main components, which are health and well-being, fitness, and sports. These areas of learning emphasizes the importance of physical health and motor development. It also encourages young individuals to adopt a healthy lifestyle. Sports encompasses programs such as sports activities, physical excursions, and structured sports events. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. It was good to know that there is more to physical area of development than just sports. The next question is to the social coordinator. Can you tell us about the goals and action plans that are in your school roadmap?
Thank you for the question. So, we are mainly focusing to enhance our community engagement, which would help us to maintain healthy relationships and build up collaboration with colleagues and community, and social gathering in the school as well as within the country.
Thank you very much, ma'am. To continue with the next question, it is to the cerebral coordinator. Can you explain the conceptual framework for cerebral area of development?
Thank you for the question once again. Well, basically the cerebral area of development comprises of four important components, and they are cognitive, critical thinking, creative thinking, and metacognition skills.
Thank you, sir, for your opinion. The question I'm about to ask is for all of you here. Can you tell us some of the major activities that are carried in the school as of now in your own area?
Well, thank you for the question again. So, there are some activities that are carried out in our school to develop more in social area. So, firstly, we have participating in parents-teacher meetings to give our opinions, ideas to have more student well-being. And secondly, we have learners along with teachers engaging in community-related activities such as local festivals and statues. Then we observed the scouting program in which we can communicate with each other, have collaboration, and we can build up interpersonal skills such as empathy.
Thank you for the question. Till date now, the school has conducted the major events like mathematics intervention online courses for mathematics teacher, school reading programs, World Poetry Day celebration, inter-class Tongkha debate competition, observation of UN English language, inter-house summer competition, storytelling competition, 108 learning experience review, and cross-pollinated review.
Currently, the school has organized several major physical activities both on and off campus. These include inter-house football, volleyball, and basketball competitions, standard fitness testing, staff sports exchanges with other schools, observance of international days related to physical health.
Well, thank you, coordinators, for sharing about the various activities that are carried out in the school. Since the discussion is coming to an end, with the last question, I'm going to wrap up the session. And as the coordinators mentioned, there are various activities which are being carried out in the school in the respective areas. So are there any mechanism or any strategies by which you assess the growth in the 5 areas of development? If so, can any one of the coordinators here share or throw some light on it?
Thank you. I'll be taking the last question. So there are many strategies used to assist the 5 areas of development. So from these, I have listed down few. Firstly, we have the roadmap, where learners set goals in 5 areas of development to improve themselves. And we have 108 learning experience showcase, where they choose the domain they like and bring creative ideas to showcase their talent. Then we have cross-pollinated review, where domains are combined together and made questions and given to the learners to check their ability. And then we have individualized review, where each person is given different set of questions based on their previous performance and are assessed through this performance.
Thank you, ma'am, for highlighting on the different mechanisms and strategies which are used for the assessment of growth in the 5 areas of development. With this, our panel discussion comes to an end. So I'd like to thank all my coordinators here for spending your valuable time here and sharing your opinions. Each and every views and opinions will be taken down for good. Appreciation to all my viewers for giving us your undivided attention. Well, thank you and warm wishes.